Well, I think it's a false dichotomy because I think that, first of all, the ultimate answer to any and all human problems and challenges is the evolution of consciousness. So working on cultivation of consciousness and the evolution of consciousness is the foundation to finding the solution to the problems that we've created, because the problems we've created have come as a result of ignorance, not necessarily as a result of ill will. So solving the question of ignorance is always found through the cultivation of consciousness, through the evolution of consciousness. When we understand that the answer to every problem is found as a result of doing the inner work, to me that means that it's always the right time to do more inner work, because there's always farther to go. It's an ongoing challenge. It's an ongoing process. But that being said, I think that it's true that if we are doing profound and serious inner work, the proof that that's the case will be seen in the outer reflection of our relationship with the world. Evolutionary enlightenment is a spiritual teaching. It's about awakening. It's about awakening to enlightened awareness. It's about awakening beyond the ego. And specifically in evolutionary enlightenment, we focus on awakening to and becoming aware of what's called the evolutionary impulse. The evolutionary impulse is the pulsation and the vibration of the energy and intelligence that created the universe. It's creating the universe. That animates everything that exists in the universe. It's making this moment possible. The human beings experience the evolutionary impulse as the urge towards creativity, the urge to create art, science, and music, the desire to make the world a better place, the desire to do good in the world, the desire to create the world itself, the felt compulsion that I must make the world a better place comes from a similar source in consciousness, from the felt sense that I need to awaken, I need to become more conscious. So when we discover that source of infinite creative inspiration, infinite spiritual inspiration, we also discover a source of infinite care and infinite passion to make the world a better place, to create the world anew. That's not limited. It comes from a deeper source. It comes from a deeper ground in the universe itself. So when we discover the source of that creative inspiration, it's very unlikely that we're going to burn out in the way a lot of people do, especially a lot of people who are doing a lot of very hard, selfless work to make the world a better place. So when we find this inexhaustible source of inspiration, we become rich with creative capacities. And I think that's essential if we really care about the situation that the world is in, and we want to be change agents. Discovering a source of inexhaustible creative passion and care, I think, is probably the most important thing we need to do. So that's the reason why I like to come together with other people in spiritual retreats, because we contemplate the possibility of entering paradise, of realizing paradise, experiencing paradise, and co-creating paradise in a context where the only object of focus is the evolution of consciousness. So together we're able to focus on the mystery of consciousness within each and every one of us individually, and in and through all of us collectively at the same time. We come together in a context where we allow ourselves to think in ways that ordinarily we just wouldn't have the courage to do, we wouldn't have the spiritual courage to do. We're entertaining the most glorious and thrilling potentials, evolutionary potentials that human beings can ever experience. It's like taking off all of these old skins and liberating the best part of ourselves. Nothing is more thrilling than that.